Hey, what's up everybody, it's SNipEz. Welcome back to house number 25. So, we're going to try to make a mansion. I've actually never made this mansion before. I'm going off total scratch. So hopefully we can come up with a nice mansion that you guys will like. So, the materials that we're going to need, as you can see, our entire hotbar is filled with it. We will need snow, sandstone, glass panes, stone slabs, sandstone stairs, sandstone slabs, glass, stone, and then just regular snow. The regular snow is not optional, or it's not, you really don't need it. It's just for a couple small little pieces. Other than that, we're really not going to use it that much. So we're going to start off with our sandstone slabs to make our stairs leading up to the front door. So we're going to lay down 2 of them on the ground. And now we're going to go to a sandstone brick, or just regular block. Now we're going to have another, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 things of slabs, and then 2 things of regular sandstone, and now 2 things of sandstone again, and then 1 more thing of regular sandstone. Now let's make a railing. So for the railing, what we're going to do is where the slabs are, you're going to place a regular sandstone block on each side, and then when you get to the actual blocks themselves, you use the slabs again. So now since we're back to slabs, we're going to use that. Alright, let's do the same thing to the other side now. Well, shouldn't take too long. And I'll sleep here in a second, once we get done with these small little stairs. Alright, let's go. Oh, the bed's right here. Let's sleep. Nighty night time. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a little patio. So this is where we're going to use our sandstone and then the regular snow. So let's make a little area to walk around. So let's make it maybe 15 to 20 blocks going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Make sure you stack it up 2 times. And I know I did say move it to the left when I was actually building it to the right. Only reason for that was because I'm talking about if you're facing the front of the house. And one thing I'm missing that a lot of people might notice is my swiftness. What is wrong with me? I didn't even use it at all. Didn't even say anything about it until then. Alright, so if you're facing the front of the house, we're going to extend it out a little bit more to the left, but not as much as the left side. So we're going to move it maybe 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, stack it up 2 tall. And then let's make it come back to where it's going to be, where we have 3 or 4 blocks of moving room to walk around on. You really don't need to put sandstone on the floor just because you're not really going to see that. So you can just put it on the second block and then come all the way out. And so we are done with that. Now we're going to take our regular snow and put it on top of the sandstone. Again, this is a lot of it. The snow is just all for look. Hopefully it will look good in the end. I'm not sure if it will or not. Really easy to get rid of. Just put a torch next to it and it all goes away. So we're almost done with this. Alright, so how does that look from the front? Alright, I think this will look pretty good from the front once it's all done. So I think what we should do now is let's make our doorway. So the doorway, we're going to be using snow. And the doorway is going to start from the railing of the sandstone block right here. So we can place it right here on both sides. And have it come up, let's have it come up 12. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go all the way up on the other side to make them even. And now what we're going to do is actually make it to where it's going to be too wide. So go all the way up, all the way back down on both sides. And then let's make our actual doorway on the second block. So if you take our sandstone, put it right here. Our doorway should be right here. Okay, so that's our doorway. And now let's make some windows right here. Let's make the window 4 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually let's have it go all the way up. I think that'll be a little bit safer. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to make some windows right next to our door, like this big pillar that we just made. It's going to be 1 block away, and then we're going to use our sandstone now. So the sandstone going to go all the way up 12. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now let's use our... we could make it too wide again. I suggest we make it too wide again, just for looks. And then on the second block, we're going to place our glass panes down, going all the way back down. So if we're going to keep doing this like to where it's too wide, I'm going to make it to where our patio is going to be technically 5 wide, just for the second block, if we did want to place it. Alright, let's add another window that's only going to be 1 wide, going all the way up to 12 again. And then this one's actually only going to be 1 wide, not 2, like the other ones. And now let's make 1 more window. Now let's have the glass panes in between them again. So how's that looking? Alright, so this is looking pretty good so far. So, let's see, what should we do now? Let's make some of these windows that we made over here, over on the other side. But instead of having just all sandstone, we're going to use a couple more textures to it. So, let's stack it up 8 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so the rest of it is going to be, once you get to the 8th block, place a piece of, well, let's see, hold on, before we do that. So our floor, each floor is going to have 5 blocks of headroom. So if we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the 6th block is where our floor is going to start. So we know our floor is going to start here. Alright, so what we're going to do is, oh, let's take some more swiftness because it ran out. There we go. Alright, so let's get rid of, let's make the pillar that tall. And then what we're going to do is put, this is going to be too wide. Ah, I misplaced all the blocks. So again, the floor is starting on the 6th block from the first floor. And on the second block, what we're going to do, hold on guys, I'm sorry I'm not explaining this very well, I'm trying to think of how to do this. Alright, let's stack this up to where we're going to have 2 blocks more of room up there. So 1, 2, we have 2 blocks of left up here. And then on top of the sandstone now, to finish it off, we're going to put snow. Let's see how that looks. Let's make it to where the snow is going to be 3, not 2. I think that looks a little bit better. Let's do the same thing with a couple other pillars. Alright, so we have room for 1 more window. Alright, so let's make all these 2 wide. Ah, I cannot place blocks today. So let's go all the way back up and down on all these pillars. Okay, so what we're going to do now is where this floor is going to be, we're actually not going to have any windows right here. So the windows are going to be sandstone, going all the way up to the snow. So do this on all the pillars. Alright, now let's put the snow on top of all these pillars that we just made. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. Oh, I forgot a pillar right here. Alright, now let's add some windows. So the glass panes are going to go right underneath the sandstone on the second block. So let's fill in all these with the glass panes on all these windows. What's up, kitty cat? My cat is coming into my lap. Not a good time for that. Alright, so how's that look? Alright, so I don't like how some of it looks. What we're going to do now is we're going to take out our stone slabs, and on the first block above the windows, we're going to have slabs going all the way across. And then that should make it look a little bit better. We're also going to add a couple more details later on, but just for now, that's what we're going to have. Alright, so let's start on the left side of the house now. So the left side of the house is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to just be all these windows like this. So let's take out our snow and have come, oh, let's come diagonal from this last window right here. Have it come out to where it's going to be 1 block ahead of the patio right here. Then let's stack it up to where it's going to be 8 tall. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out our, let's see, let's put our stone away. Let's take out some regular grass blocks or dirt, and then you can turn it into glass. Why do you call it glass? Grass later. Let's see. Let's make it down to where it's going to be 7 tall, not 8. And we're going to have it come across 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now our sandstone is going to go right behind on the second block of the snow in front. Then we're going to have the window itself is going to be 5 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6 blocks where we're going to come up again and come across. And let's take some more swiftness real quick. Now the snow is going to go around the other side, so it should look just like that. Now what we're going to do, just for a little bit more look, on top of each side, we're going to come up 2, then come across. Do the same thing with the other side. So how does that look? So this will look pretty good when it's all done, I think. We could take some sandstone out and have it come across like this, just for a little bit more look. Yeah, I actually like the look of that. Let's keep that look. Now we could use our stone again and have it to where it's going to be even with the sandstone and then the snow. Or we could put our grass right in front of it like this. And then we can always put some more decoration in there later. But just for now, that should work. Now let's fill this window in with some glass panes. Trying to make sure I place them right so I don't waste some time getting rid of them. Alright, so that looks pretty good in my opinion. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the right side of the house. And we're going to come out again from the right side. But we're going to use sandstone this time, not snow. So we're going to come diagonal from these windows over here. And we're going to have it come out to where it's going to be 2 blocks ahead of this balcony right here. So 1, 2. And then let's have it come all the way down to the ground. So the floor is going to start on the second block. So the floor is going to start right here. So the windows are going to start there. So the windows themselves are going to be 4 wide this time, not 5. So let's stack it all the way up again to where it's going to be right below... I can't place blocks. Right below the snow. Which would be, I think, 1 more block. Yep. Looks like it would stop right there. Maybe 1 more block up. Let's see. Let's add some snow right here for the blocks. There we go. That looks a little bit better now. Alright, so we need to add 1 more. Wrong block. 1 more block here. And that actually looks. We'll see how it looks. Alright, so the windows, like I said, are going to be 4 wide. And what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 more layer behind this first sandstone layer. And now we're going to start the windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th blocks, we're going to make our window. Have it come all the way up. Let's make 1 more window right next to this one. And the windows are going to be the exact same. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th blocks where we start the window again. And have it come all the way across. And on the edge blocks, we have it come like that. And across the top as well. And then, might as well do it with the middle. And then these middle pillars right here, we can get rid of these for looks. Alright, so that's looking pretty good so far. I know the mansion's looking kind of plain so far, but we will add a lot more detail into it later on. Now let's put some glass panes in here. You could use glass blocks if you want. I like using glass panes more just because, in my opinion, I think they look better. Not being the full block. But again, that's all up to you on what you think looks better. So let's add glass panes in these windows right here. Alright, so that's a pretty good spot to stop on. We didn't get too far, but with the mansion, you don't really expect to get too far. So stay tuned in Wednesday for part 2, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe, and stay tuned in for more videos.